Fitness Club, what's going on? We made it to workshop day number 5. Okay, and this is the 10 keys to athletic fitness. I have key number 5 for you here. Key number 5 is practice the principle of discriminant consumption. Okay, what is that? Well, I'm going to tell you because I made it up. Discriminant consumption is just like it refers to the idea of picking your poisons when it comes to food. Okay? Pick your poisons when it comes to food. Some things I'm going to avoid completely, and some things I'm going to allow my body to contend with. Okay? I'll give you an example. There's a seasoning that I like. Okay? It's a seasoning that I like, and it has MSG in it, that monosodium glutamate, whatever it is. It's supposedly it's not good for you. It's probably not good for you because some kind of chemical, additive, whatever. I'm allowing my body to contend with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really eating it all the time, every day in large amounts. And I think that what am I eating it with? Probably some vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Probably some vegetables. So I'm probably going to let the medicine in the vegetables is probably going to cancel that out. It's probably not going to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it's there. I know that it's there. And I'm exercising my choice with full knowledge of what it is that I'm consuming. Okay? It could go both ways, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be some kind of additive. It can refer to poisons in the food as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, okay, for an example, oxalates, okay? This compound that is common in spinach and kale, especially when those items are raw. I believe raw red beets also has these oxalates in there. It's something that could not be good for you in large amounts because as they build up in your system, they could cause kidney stones. Don't want that. Don't want that. I know it's there. Does that mean that that food is poison? I'm not going to eat it? No, because I think that it has a purpose. Okay, I think there's a purpose to these items that's in the food. Some of these items might be considered anti-nutrients and maybe they're leaching calcium or iron or whatever from my diet. But I believe that there's a reason and a purpose for those things, and we're supposed to have some of those items in balance so that we never get too over the top with our dosage for this or that. Because actually, if you eat a balance, then everything kind of cancels out and balances itself out. You know what I'm saying? Balance. That's why I would never just sit down and eat a plate of spinach, but I might have spinach in something. Definitely eat spinach, definitely eat kale, but I don't sit down and have a plate of kale or a plate of spinach. Always have a mix. You know what I'm saying? I might have a little bit of spinach and kale in my eggs. That's really the time that I eat spinach and kale. You know what I'm saying? But how much of it do I eat at a time? A little bit, but I go through bags of it in a year. Okay? So that is part of the principle. And why is it important to practice the principle of discriminant consumption? It's important for one main reason. The American diet will wreck you, period. Okay? The food in this country is not grown and harvested to service you. It's grown and harvested to make money for somebody else at the cheapest rate possible with the lowest possible quality that isn't going to kill you. Okay? That's food in this country. I'm telling you. Go to the supermarket and see all of the additives and chemicals that's in your food that's not allowed across the way. All right? This is a real thing. All right? And you have to be cognizant. You got to have full knowledge of what it is. You got to turn that label around and read it, because the best kind of food actually don't have no labels. But if you are going to consume those things, know what you're doing. Know what you're doing, okay? There is a ideal way that humans are supposed to eat with variation depending on your ethnicity in your current location. I live in Pennsylvania. I think it's important to eat local Pennsylvanian produce, so I make sure that I do that, okay? But I'm also ethnically, I'm a Jamaican, so there are types of knowledge that's passed down in my culture that I keep alive. Wisdom that was captured long ago and is passed on through the culture, okay? I keep honey garlic in my fridge because I know that is like, it's like an elixir. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that protects you, something that is like a cough medicine. It's preventative medicine though, okay? But it's also active. Like, it's good if you have a cough or a cold, you need some honey garlic. You got some chest stuff going on, you need some honey garlic. But it works. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So I think that it's up to you to figure out what that medium is, what that space is between where you come from and where you are, that is going to decide what the perfect diet is for you. You know what I'm saying? And again, the honey garlic thing, even honey itself, it says it's good for you to eat the local honey, right? The honey from the local bees, and that's good for your body. And we know that honey is one of the most powerful antibiotics on the planet. Okay? Yeah, this discriminant consumption, there's a lot more to it, but that's basically it. Understand where we are, figure out what that space is between where you come from and where you are to decide what the diet is for you and your family, you know, and I got resources to help you, okay? And then you pick your poison. All right? You guys enjoy today, and I will see you again tomorrow.